We all know what school is like. We went every day. But these schools are different. They're never boring and never ordinary. Here, children have fun. Here, children play important roles. Here, children make dreams come true. Here, children push their boundaries. And here, children surpass their own expectations. Planet School shows us what it's like to go to a very special kind of school. In India, Soumya attends the biggest school in the world. Will she manage to stand out of the crowd at the singing competition? And then, in the United States, Keanen is at his very best when entertaining and dancing. Can he lead his fellow students to a successful rap performance?
The rap is the most important part. No pressure at all, but you gotta get your rap.
Lucknow, a city of 3 million people in northern India. Twelve-year-old Soumya Shukla's alarm goes off at 6 a.m. She has to get ready for school, a school that's made it into the Guinness Book of World Records. Soumya attends the biggest school in the world. And today is a very special day for the 7th grader. It's the day of the annual singing competition.
The preparations for the singing competition are going very nicely. There's a lot of competition. I have practiced a lot and I know I can do it.
It's a big chance for Soumya to stand out of the incredibly large student body of 55,000 children. She comes from a typical middle-class family. Her father is an engineer, her mother a homemaker. The 12-year-old shares a room with her older sister, Icy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Soumya's parents pay tuition so that their daughter can get a good education, about 60 euros a month. That's a large amount of money in India, about 1/5 of the average household income in the city of Lucknow. Therefore, Soumya must do well in school.
We have to take a good breakfast. Otherwise, we feel a little weak and we have to do a lot of hard work in school. So we need to take a good breakfast.
I'll do my best.
Don't be nervous. Soumya never gets nervous.
At home, we also use the Hindi language only, but with my sister, I speak in English, and in school also with my friends. The rickshaw is there.
Today is an important day. A ritual must be performed.
I follow the religion Hinduism, and before going to the school, at the door, we just bow our head and just pray.
It only takes the sisters 10 minutes to get to school.
Hi.
They and 4 other children from their neighborhood ride together every day in a rickshaw. They split the cost. It's like a carpool, using a means of transport standard in India. Lucknow is an industrial center in northern India. Thus, there is great prosperity here, but also people who work as unskilled labor in the textile industry. Soumya likes this diversity.
A large population of people live here in Lucknow. I feel that where there are more people, there I think it's much better. We can make more friends, we can talk, we can communicate.
Only one thing bothers her.
Though Lucknow is a very beautiful city, but at some places I think that cleanliness would be much better. That is the thing which a little bit disturbs me when I go through.
Soumya and her sister Icy arrive at the City Montessori School at 7:45.
Actually, our school is very big and so many gate numbers are there. So we were first, when we came here, we were so confused that where we have to go.
Now it's time to go in to the biggest school in the world. Armed guards are posted at the entrance to keep out those who don't belong in the school. There are several gates, and school starts at different times for different grades. Thus, the countless students don't reach the building all at the same time. There are also so-called student aides. These children from the higher grades wear uniforms and enforce discipline in all the buildings on the school's campus.
We have 22 branches in Lucknow. This branch is the biggest branch. The largest population of children are there, 7,000, like that. Single class, like the 7th class, it's on the same floor, on a big floor, because there are so many grades, there are so many classes, though they all cannot fit on just one single line. That is why we have the whole floor for one class. In every grade, we have 9 sections, and I'm in class 7F.
Soumya's school is a private school. The children's families have to pay tuition, but the quality of education is high. Soumya and her fellow students know they're laying the foundation for a good professional future here. That's why iron discipline rules the school, despite its large size. Thus, the hallways are quiet even before class starts. And even in the classrooms with many children, there are no disturbances. There are 54 students just in Soumya's class. The 7th grade as a whole has almost 500.
So what did you all do last day?
I was so busy, I was so tired.
The school day always begins with an assembly of all the students in the grade. At the assembly, in class, and even during breaks, all the students and teachers always speak English. That's the language of the school. Soumya only speaks Hindi with her family.
To work for the cause of world peace and happiness of the people.
Our school is the only school which has won the UNESCO Award for Peace Education, because we learn a lot about peace, unity and diversity, and our school's name is also there in the Guinness Book of World Records for holding the most number of people.
The school opened in 1959. Back then, it had only 5 students. Today, there are a whopping 55,000, and they all wear the same uniform. Thus, there is no competition over clothing brands or shoes, and no arguments about skirt length or things written on t-shirts.
On your hand, and stick to what you are. Very good. Out. 3, 2.
Before class starts, Soumya gets her confidence up for the upcoming singing competition. This picture wall is a special source of motivation. It immortalizes those who win athletic or cultural competitions. And those with the best grades, of course.
Our school also does all these things and puts the boards so that the children can see them and they can be inspired, and especially for the singing competition, I have to be motivated and be confident, so it is helping me. We have to stand out among so many children. That is the biggest competition which I face throughout the year. For the competition, we have 4 houses. Every grade has 4 houses, and it is an inter-house competition. So every house is hoping that, we should only win. The winner will be the lead singer for the IYMC, that is the International Youth Mathematicians Convention. It's a very great deal, and everyone is excited.
But the singing competition isn't until this evening.
Are you all ready for an energizer? Let's start the day with the energizer. All of you stand up.
Now it's time for biology class to begin.
Our school is an English medium school and all the subjects are taught in English.
Every single cell in my body is well. One more time.
Every single cell in my body is happy.
Every single cell in my body is well.
Now indoor studies we have done a lot.
Next we have the physics class.
We'll be going down to Science Park.
We are very excited when we come to know that we are going somewhere outside, like in the science park, because we all like it to study, except for the class, see other things, be practical and perform experiments. So we all are very excited for that.
Today's lesson is about the density and weight of various materials. Practical experimentation helps Soumya and the others remember facts better.
What do you learn?
It is difficult.
Then, okay, third one. Very easily.
Outside we can go around and check the things and we can see whether we can perform any experiment out there and understand the topic well. The wooden disc stops, iron disc stops last. This is iron and this is aluminium. Iron, aluminium, sorry, 2, 1.
Wood.
Aluminium, iron.
But not every class has this much action. Sometimes it's just about memorizing formulas. But Soumya likes that.
Now we're having the math class and that too with my favorite teacher. So I'm getting excited. Good morning, ma'am. Jai Jagat, ma'am.
Please be seated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Children, get ready with your maths book and register. Hurry up.
Soumya is an ambitious student. She definitely wants to go to college and then get a good job. Math and computing are her best subjects. It is her dream to become a software engineer. Each class has 50 to 70 students. 1 or 2 adults teach each class. All in all, there are 250 teachers in Soumya's building alone.
There is separate staff room for class 6, 7s and 8s for the teachers because there are so many teachers and they cannot fit in a single staff room, that is why. My computer teacher takes us to the computer labs 1 or 2 times a week.
Soumya pays extra close attention here.
In the computer lab, 2 of us work on the same computer because if 2 heads are there, then of course more ideas. So that is why group work is there.
Very good, Soumya. Now on the new slides, add some shapes.
I want to become software engineer, so I have to do hard work from now. In most of the jobs, computers are required. So if we know computer well, then we can get a nice job also.
Lunchtime, a 25-minute break. But not for all the students at the same time. The various grades take their breaks at different times so that the schoolyard doesn't overflow. Soumya spends the time with her friends. Even then, they often talk about one subject in particular, performing well in school.
We have a lot of competition and we are always under pressure also to like be in top 5, top 10, lot of competition. But studies is something like, okay, it is at the top, but friendship is also very important.
Like we all are good in studies, so like the competition was like increasing. So we started talking to each other and gradually we became friends.
With her friends around her, Soumya can forget her nervousness for a moment.
Next we have the music preparation class where we have the preparation for the upcoming singing competition. I'm very excited and a little bit nervous, but not that.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
We're absolutely fine.
So, are you ready for the song? Like everything has been ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think that preparation for the song with the instrument is very important. So whatever mistakes I'm doing with the song, and I can ask him and he will help me with that.
All of the participants sing songs in their native language, Hindi.
Well done, Soumya. So you have to remember your scale.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can write it down.
Yes.
This pitch is perfect for you?
Yeah.
You comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. All the very best for.
Thank you, sir. I feel a little bit connected with the song and my friends. And when I heard the song, I start remembering my friends. So I feel that it's a very nice song, and when I sing it, then it will come out very well. They are singing very well. So after that, I became a bit nervous because only few classes are left for the contest, and I need to practice more because the competition level is also getting higher.
First thing you have to, this is the way to hold your mic, and this is the switch. So firstly you have to on your switch from this side, and you have to sing like this. Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you.
In addition to traditional subjects, the City Montessori School also offers a course in social behavior and deportment.
Sometimes people use bad words. One big thing is how you take up competitions. It's very important. We have a competition coming in our school, isn't it? Which is that competition? Singing competition. A competitive person, for me, is a winner. How can you say that? I mean, how can you justify that?
And if we have failed, then we should learn our lessons from that competition. What I did wrong over it.
And so ultimately, every participant has won something.
Not getting nervous. I don't know what will happen.
Just don't forget your lines, alright?
But still, how my voice will come on the mic, that's a thing.
Soumya's about to find out. She did all her practicing without a microphone.
Singing is my skill. I have not performed in front of so many people for a singing competition. Other competitions I have performed, but not specially for the singing competition I have not performed. So this is my first time.
Soumya and her fellow students have been preparing for this moment for several weeks.
Yeah, they are my friends, but still, for this moment, they are my competitors also. I wish them luck, but I also think that it's a competition, so we should take it as a competition itself, and let's see what happens.
Each grade is divided into 4 houses. Their names are Love, Hope, Peace, and Friendship. For each group, the child who can sing best performs. The eyes of 700 students will soon be on Soumya.
Good morning and Jai Jagat to one and all present here. I, Astha Singh, along with my co-compere Aditya Tiwari, welcome you all to the Inter-House Solo Singing Competition.
One of my friends, Atulya, she was not satisfied with the with her performance. I think that she forgot her lyrics. And it didn't feel like that we forgot something. No, it was very nice. It was good. Competitor, and now I'm just getting a little nervous also. So I'm trying to be confident and focused. So let's see.
Soumya's moment has come. A bit weak in the knees, she takes the stage. Will the 12-year-old outperform her fellow students?
It was nice, and now I'm very eagerly waiting for the results. Now let us see what happens.
All the houses have done well, very well.
They were good.
Nice. It was very nice and interesting that all the houses were involved in that. And
I hope that our judges will be ready with the results now.
The first prize in the solo Hindi singing competition goes to Abhinay Kumar. Congratulations. I'm sure you're going to really rise and do really well.
It's okay that he won, it's fine. But yes, I have to practice more. So I do not feel bad. It's okay.
The second prize goes to Soumya Shukla. Congratulations, Soumya.
Congratulations. Thank you, ma'am.
congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Are you happy to get this prize?
Yes, ma'am. My parents, they will not be disappointed by me because they know that I did a lot of hard work for it, and they say it's fine, you can always try another chance, and they are never putting pressure on me.
Soumya should be really proud of getting second place. At the biggest school in the world, Soumya's school day draws to a close in the early evening. And at the most fun school in the world, things are just getting started. 8,000 miles away in the American city of Atlanta, it's nearly 8 a.m. Each morning, 12-year-old Keanen can hardly wait for class to begin.
Sometimes you may not want to go to school. Sometimes you may dread getting up in the morning, realizing you have a quiz or a test the next day. But for me, I'm always excited because I'm a 7th grader at the most fun school in the world. And today, I was given a big challenge.
Good morning.
80% of the students here come from poor families. Most of the parents can't actually afford to send their children to a private school like this. Nevertheless, Keanen and his friends can attend the school since there are many donors who support its unique educational concept.
Good morning. I got you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. Quickly look at the schedule and you know.
Yes, we got messed up. Oh yeah, because we gotta do this. Oh, we gotta study for the stroll. That's what Mr. Welfare happens for a whole hour.
The students are really excited for class because everything here keeps them in a good mood. Cheering children, colorful classrooms, wacky teachers, and games, games, games. Everything in this school is about fun and movement.
Hey bro, you mess with it. Hey, stop that. Hey, for real, they can hear it.
Keanen has been attending the fun school since 5th grade. This is his 3rd year at Ron Clark Academy. At first sight, the kids have a normal schedule. Class from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. with the usual subjects. Today starts with English.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, would you run a little bit of drum point? Okay, so you will direct your attention up here. I don't want anything in your hands, nothing that you're distracted by.
Children normally learn by listening and writing things down, but this school teaches with rhythm and rhymes.
Now, we also could do subordinate clauses. Okay, so remember, clauses are the building blocks that make sentences. If I have a simple sentence is made up of one independent clause. Okay.
Active participation is also used in other schools, but this was just the warm-up.
And if I had those two independent clauses, and I just smushed them together. Now here I have carefully she tiptoed across the broken glass. Suddenly the breathing grew louder. Well, we know that adverbs, what they do, they modify adverbs. Adjectives and verbs. Some in know why they're describing words. They tell us more. That is for sure. Adverbs we no.
I really enjoyed the song Chants and Cheers because, one, it kept me energized. So when adding information to it, I could easily remember it.
They're using mnemonic chants. Instead of sitting quietly, here the students learn with fun and movement. Studies show that active children are much faster and more effective learners than children who sit still all day long. The concept is so successful that the students are 2 years ahead of the official curriculum. In 7th grade, they're already tackling material that will be covered in high school.
When I go to high school, it will help me because then I wouldn't be as stressed. I wouldn't be lost completely in how not to do it because I understand that these are the things I learned back in 7th grade. So, when I'm in 9th grade, I actually know how to do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so adverbs and adjectives. The third option is that you actually use the prepositional phrases first, okay?
The first class ends after 60 minutes.
So I love y'all though. Thank y'all.
Bye, Miss Bearden. See you, Miss Bearden.
But no bell rings.
There is no bell for classes. We just transition for the classes because we all have our iPads, so we know the time.
The learning concept at Ron Clark Academy has become a model for other schools. Around the world, teachers are integrating the idea of imparting knowledge through movement, fun, and rhymes into their own classrooms. Yet, no other school looks as magical as this one.
So, if you may not know, our school is named after Harry Potter, and we are really big Harry Potter fans. This is something that many people dream of all around the world, and I actually get to experience that in one of my favorite movies every single day. I mean, I definitely feel the magic. I mean, this is essentially like a real replica of the Harry Potter lunchroom, Great Hall, because this is exactly how it looks in the movie with these long tables. So I'm actually like essentially in Hogwarts.
Like in the Harry Potter books, this school also has its own symbol. A blue dragon. And that's not the only parallel. Keanen and his friends use the lunchroom as a central place to meet and talk about their homework.
Look at Jesse. That was our most big. You took spaces to make it look like you did more. Mine is double.
I have more than Keanen, bro.
No, you don't.
The school structure also imitates Harry Potter. The 120 students are divided into 4 houses, only they're not called Gryffindor or Slytherin. Keanen belongs to the Amistad House. It's the Spanish word for friendship. Each year, the houses take part in a major competition against one another. Today, Keanen has the chance to earn important points for his house by writing a house cheer.
So many times.
You're teaching house cheers this week, right?
Yeah.
So what's the two?
It's the lemon.
It's a lemon?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did tell me you was going last week.
It's pretty far. Yeah, I haven't finished it.
So today is very special because I was given the challenge to actually make and write a house cheer for my house. So that's essentially just a performance of a mixture of songs, dances, and different special things to make it enjoyable for all the different people in the school. So in my house we have 25 students, and I have to teach the cheer to every single one of them.
This is very important to me because every single year there's a new house leader elected for the house. And they're looking for leadership qualities shown to different students. And I particularly want to be the house leader for Amistad next year.
A dream that Keanen has had ever since his first day at the fun school. But now it's time to go back to class. Each of the 12 teachers designs the lessons in their own way.
Some teachers may be very strict, but they're also good when they have fun and excitement within their classrooms.
But the fun also has a serious side. There are strict rules.
We have a no bullying rule here, so I don't have to worry about rude comments. I don't have to worry about anyone disliking another person because we're all friends here.
Not that short.
No, because when
Stop
you
trying. I'm fine.
because when you lift, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay, yes, I am. Yeah. Yeah, Keanen.
I am 4'10". It's more than just friendships that we have here. They become your family. You spend time with them all the time, even outside of school.
It's not only the students who are a closely knit team. A friendly relationship with teachers is also part of the school's concept. Keanen is really excited about his next class, politics, with his favorite teacher, Mr. King. Ron Clark Academy is a middle school. The children can attend it for 4 years. After 8th grade, they go on to high school. Things are different there. It's serious, and they learn by rote. And that's why everything can't be pure fun here either. The children also have to perform at a high level, all the time.
Checkmate!
We have a strong discipline here and high expectations. So essentially that's how it is, to understand that you can have fun and excitement, but as soon as it's over, we can get back to business and we can actually get to schoolwork that we need to focus on.
Done. When I say done, we're done. You understand? Yes, sir. Thank you.
The tone changes within seconds. The reason? The school has 55 rules that every student must follow, without exception. Whoever breaks the rules gets detention, and repeat offenders can even be expelled from the school, just for getting one's homework or not making eye contact with a teacher who is speaking count as infractions.
So here's your essential question. Should the United States do more dealing with the world's refugees or not?
we're asking the idea like, should we contribute? Wait, the question was, never mind. Should we help contribute more to refugees and how? So yes.
Yes, we should.
And what are the pros? Well, how? Yes, we should. We don't always have to provide space.
Providing more aid at reposition.
But how do we do that?
Sitting aid. Like medicine, food, water.
So where are the refugees gonna go then? So are we like paying other countries to do it?
The school is well known and popular in Atlanta. Many children would like to go here, but less than 10% of applicants are accepted. Keanen had to pass an interview to get in, just like for a job.
Now, me being then, I wasn't really a speaker, but now one of my goals is, of course, being a house leader.
Keanen could achieve this goal today if his house cheer is successful. But with only 2 free periods throughout the day, he doesn't have much time to prepare. What exactly is this house cheer anyway?
Usually every single house cheer is a mixture of songs, different lyrics, and also dancing and choreography to where it becomes one whole performance.
So Keanen's got to get the other students in his house excited.
I'm a little nervous, of course, to receive a critique unless like it's a bad one. But hopefully, because as long as I understand that one, everybody gets the lyrics and we all have a fun mindset to where it's a fun house cheer. We all can dance, cheer, have fun.
Since Keanen has been attending the fun school, he has opened up and gotten much better than before at performing creative tasks. The school puts great value on original ideas and creativity.
For every single classroom throughout the school, they each have their own theme, they each have different props. We have a math class themed after video games, of course. Who doesn't love video games? So it's definitely fun because I enjoy playing video games all the time at my house. So not only incorporating video games within a math class, of course it's very fun, but the most important thing is to, try to get the curricular, whatever we're learning that certain week, that day.
After math class, Keanen gets back to work on his special job.
Now it's finally time to show everyone exactly what the house cheer is going to be and what I'm going to be teaching them. We're heading to Miss Wallace's room right now. She is one of the staff members a part of my House of Amistad.
First, Keanen has to prove himself to his own people. They're all supposed to practice the cheer he has thought up. For the performance, he's chosen a hip-hop song that he and his friends listen to over and over again in their free time.
This week's house cheer is to Lemon, so does everybody know what that song is, right? Yeah. Okay, so this whole side, so this is your first line. It says, hey, all those houses want to be our friend.
Hey, all those houses want to be our friend.
Okay, and then your first line is going to be, hey, all this power and it never ends.
Hey, all this power and it never ends.
So we're going to say both of your lines in 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, all the houses want to be our friends. Hey, all this power and it never ends. Hey, so much it should be a trend. Hey, the trophy will expand.
Okay. Essentially, y'all get how the first part goes, right? Yeah. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you say that twice. When we win, the trophy will expand.
Keanen shows real leadership qualities and makes a good impression on the members of his house.
This is the first time we ever did a cheer like this, and Keanen leading he's just amazing. He's an amazing leader, and hopefully we go out and have a great time and have fun doing this year. So being a house leader would be easy for him, so I think he would be a great house leader.
Who wants to rap? There's 2 raps. Okay, Nita, you want to do a rap? Okay.
There's a lot at stake for Keanen. So today, every line, every movement must be perfect. And he makes that clear to his rappers.
You want to write it on a piece of paper in there? Because the rap is the most important part. No pressure at all, but you gotta get your rap.
Pull up with a limit. So just start with a minute.
because we ain't even finished. We told you we don't stop. We're about our business. So right before we win it, wave a love. There you go. All right. I'm going to practice.
I am there essentially just telling them the house here and making sure that they understand the lyrics. Another person up there is the current house leader. Her name is Amari, so she is there to actually enforce discipline and make sure everyone's listening. So she's essentially the person that I want to be next to.
Okay, guys, and you only say the chorus once. So during the rap, you're probably going to be doing some dance. Yeah. Okay, guys. So can you play this song?
Hey, all this power and it never ends. Hey, all this power wanna be our friends. Hey, when we win a tournament, we are ends. Thank you so much just to be our friend.
Keanen and his fellow students practice the cheer for about an hour. Keanen is happy with the dress rehearsal, but he doesn't have the last word.
Around, bouncing, around, bouncing.
Also, if you look up there, there's Phoenix.
Hello, Phoenix. What she's saying is probably the most important for us to actually handle because she was our first house leader that led us to our first house championship.
Aren't y'all known as the powerhouse?
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, because I can't tell. I'm serious. I see a couple of people right here, a couple of people over there that are, doing their thing or whatever, but as a house, y'all don't look like the Amistad that I know.
That puts a damper on things, but Keanen won't let it get him down.
So right now I'm feeling pretty confident because this is a song everybody enjoys, everybody knows.
And he can't change much now anyway, so full steam ahead. Keanen is not just performing in front of the entire school today.
Today is very exciting because we actually have an Educator Training Day. And that means lots and lots of teachers from all around the world come to our school on this day. Today there's around 450 people that actually came. So today that's when we're actually performing in front of the whole crew of people there.
The training costs each teacher 400 euros. This is one of the many sources of funding the private school uses to support students from poor families. The teachers get introduced to the concept of fun and movement and can then apply it in their own schools all over the world.
Keanen, Amari.
Yes.
It's time. Yeah. It's time to go.
It's showtime for Keanen, the most important moment in his school career so far. Will he manage to thrill the audience? Will he become Amistad's new house leader?
So I'm surrounded by many, many people in the lobby. So it's very packed. So I'm getting a little nervous because there's so many people here to observe it.
So give it up for the Red House of
we really expect. Hey, all these fans wanna be our friends. Hey, when we done it never ends. Hey, we so much you can be our friends. Hey, when we win the trophy, we'll expect. Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing.
So as soon as you're on the stage in front of the whole crowd, to be honest, you just have one feeling of excitement. So all the worries really go away.
But the biggest challenge still lies ahead. The difficult rap that Keanen has spent so much time preparing.
song. All right, Keanen, it was a very, very, very good song choice. The words, the lyrics were great. Everything worked.
So the house here was actually really good for the first time because, one, we got a great critique from Mr. Clark. He said it was really good. He enjoyed the dances. He enjoyed the cheer. He enjoyed the ending. And it was great because the cheer role was actually successful, and everybody seemed to like it so far.
But even though Keanen gets high praise, he hasn't been named house leader yet.
They didn't even announce a leader today, but I'm sure with this great cheer that we did today, and all the different work I put in, and all the work that I'll continue to put in for the rest of the year and the past part of the year, I have a really strong feeling that I actually have a push step forward to actually becoming the house leader, my goal and my dream of becoming.
A dream deferred. But there's still one highlight yet to come. Each week, one student gets to spin the house wheel and earn extra points.
All right, greetings everyone. My name is Junior Bernadette, and I am part of Team Amistad, representing the two-time house champions. Spinning for us today will be an individual who I feel reminds me of some of the past leaders we've had in Amistad. Spinning the wheel. Will be Mr. Keanen!
A consolation for Keanen. He didn't become house leader today, but he has the rare fortune of spinning the wheel. Yet, Keanen surprises everyone when he steps up to the wheel amid great cheering.
So, I like to relinquish my spin to a person that I've been watching for the past year. He's starting to grow up. I've been like spending time with him, and today he got his coat. So, Trey, I want you to come up here and spin the wheel.
Keanen shows real class and lets the youngest member of his house take his turn at the wheel. Too bad Trent has no luck today, but Keanen knows what makes a good leader.
We're 200 points ahead. It's only 200 points ahead, so we're fine. My ever quality to be house leader, I have to make sure that I start off strong and I leave off strong too, setting a legacy and something great for our house to follow, and definitely lead us to another house championship.
Keanen took a very important step in that direction today. And if he keeps it up, his big dream may come true in the coming year, to become the leader of Amistad House in the most fun school in the world.